What's up, everybody? This is your boy Tech G back with another video to help you successfully pass the CompTIA Security Plus 601 certification exam. So let's get into it. In this video, you're going to learn about the systems development life cycle, the waterfall model, the agile software development model, the main properties associated with each development environment, along with application provisioning and deprovisioning. Let's talk about systems development life cycle. So in information systems, the system development life cycle, which is also referred to as the application development life cycle, this is the process of planning, creating, testing, and deploying an information system. The systems development life cycle concept applies to a range of hardware and software configurations, as a system can be composed of hardware only, software only, or a combination of both. A systems development life cycle is composed of a number of clearly defined and distinct work phases, which are used by system engineers and system developers to plan for, design, build, test, and deliver information systems. Like anything that is manufactured on an assembly line, a system development lifecycle aims to produce high-quality systems that meet or exceed customer expectations based on customer requirements by delivering systems which move through each clearly defined phase within scheduled timeframes and cost estimates. Computer systems are complex and often link multiple traditional systems potentially supplied by different software vendors. And to manage this level of complexity, a number of system development lifecycle models or methodologies have been created, such as the Waterfall Model and the Agile Software Development Model, which are two of the most popular. So let's talk about the waterfall model. So this is a breakdown of project activities into linear sequential phases, where each phase depends on the deliverables of the previous one and corresponds to a specialization of tasks. In software development, it tends to be among the least iterative and flexible approaches, as progress flows in largely one direction or downwards like a waterfall through the phase of conception, initiation, analysis, design, construction, testing, deployment, and maintenance. The waterfall model maintains that one should only move to a phase only when its preceding phase is reviewed and verified. And then we have the agile model, and this is a methodology for modeling and documenting software systems based on best practices. It is a collection of values and principles that can be applied on a software development project. This methodology is more flexible than traditional modeling methods, making it a better fit in a fast-changing environment. Now, regardless of the development methodology, most developers deal with different environments at some point. Each development environment has its own properties, and the main environments are as follows. You have the development environment, and this environment allows for the creation of code on your computer or in the cloud. All of your commits and branches reside here, along with those of your software development collaborators. Also, preliminary testing could happen in this environment. Next, you have testing. This environment helps you make sure that your code does its job. You have staging. This environment allows for the testing of code or applications. This environment ensures that each component of the application does its job with everything going on around it. System and applications in the staging environment connect to as many services as it can without affecting the production environment. Also, a lot of quality assurance testing takes place in the production environment. Overall, staging environments reduce the risk of introducing issues before solutions are deployed in production. Then we have the production environment, and this environment is where users can access the final code after all of the updates and testing. And then you have quality assurance, and this is the process and methods of making sure that an organization and software developers create good quality software. A good quality assurance process should include standards and procedures that managers, developers, and administrators could use to review and audit software developments. And finally, we have application provisioning and deprovisioning. So application provisioning, this is the process of setting up IT infrastructure. It can also refer to the steps required to manage access to data and resources and make them available to users and systems. Provisioning is not the same thing as configuration, but they are both steps in the deployment process. Once something has been provisioned, the next step is configuration. When the term provisioning is used, it could mean many different types of provisioning, such as server provisioning, network provisioning, user provisioning, provisioning, service provisioning, etc. Application deprovisioning is the act of removing user access to applications, system, and data within the network. Basically, it's the exact opposite of provisioning, which grants, deploys, and activates services for users in a system. All right, so that was my quick little class on systems development life cycles, where we talked about the waterfall model and the agile software development model, the main properties associated with each development environment, and we also talked about application provisioning and deprovisioning. Now, if you felt like you've gotten something valuable out of this information, go ahead and hit the like button, share button, drop a comment, but most importantly, subscribe to this channel. Also, go check out my website, Technology G, so that you can get read up on the latest and greatest to help you successfully pass the CompTIA Security Plus 601 certification exam. And until next video, ladies and gentlemen, peace.